Hey, how's it going out there, folks? Welcome back here to a Saturday. Hope everyone's having a good one out there. It is 12:30 p.m. I'm still in Central Time here, 10:30, about 10:30 West Coast time. Still got a bunch of activity ramping up here across the Alaska area. That is very close to some volcanoes there, but I don't feel this is associated with the volcano activity. This is more associated with the just the subduction zone between the Pacific and the North American plate. A lot of earthquake activity here ramping up recently, and of course we had that 6.2 earthquake yesterday. But as you can see today, a number of fives, fours, and even a 3.8 down there across this area of the Aleutian Trench. I feel like we should be seeing something on the larger size here happening soon around this subduction zone. It's showing all the telltale signs of these could be foreshocks to something much larger. But we'll definitely keep an eye there on the volcano potential as well. This is a little bit inland here. If you look at this, the Great Sitkin volcano, that's been having off and on periodic episodes of eruptive activity for quite a while now. Nothing has changed across that area in terms of any elevated movement, aside from, all this earthquake activity ramping up. For Southern California down here, a number of earthquakes in the last 24 hours, including a 3.1 just off the San Andreas Fault. That earthquake striking early this morning there. That's in an area that we don't want to see earthquake activity. I'm telling you, that's not a good area to see earthquake movement at. Let me show you guys the USGS map here real quick, and we'll check out Southern California. I'm on the mobile device, so on the road. Just got to get an update in here real quick for everyone. There's all the earthquake activity happening in Southern California. That three-pointer that struck this morning is outside the Joshua Tree National Park area. Looks like a little aftershock sequence there in the mix as well. That is just off the San Andreas Fault, the southern segment. If you've been watching my videos here and been paying attention, you'll realize that we've had a number of swarms out here in and around the San Andreas Fault here recently. And I don't believe that's a good sign far as the San Andreas Fault goes. Got to stay prepared, be prepared. There's a lot happening out here right now. We have a lot of potential for some large-scale earthquake activity to take place there in Southern California. Further up north, it looks like a little bit of movement in the Clear Lake volcanic field. That's very typical, though. That's the hydrothermal plants there north of Santa Rosa. Some movement up here in Northern California this morning and yesterday, it looks like. Nothing big, just got a handful of earthquakes, mainly in the 1 range, 3.4 early this morning. There at the southern end of the Cascadia subduction zone. That's going to be this quake right here, just outside of Petrolia. But aside from that, Northern California just doing its thing there with periodic earthquake activity. Nothing major there going on across the Seattle area for now, but we'll definitely continue to keep an eye on the west coast there. As far as the rest of the country, as you can see, minimal earthquake activity out here. I'm still out in I guess this is western Texas, out in the oil fields. Quite a few twos out here. Haven't felt any earthquakes yet, but you never know. Also, Puerto Rico Trench there, seeing a bunch of earthquake activity ramping up. Got to keep an eye on that. It's been a hot spot of earthquake activity here recently, and of course, there's a concern there for some mega quake activity around the Puerto Rico Trench and the Marianas Trough. The rest of the globe there, as you can see from the USGS, fairly minimal, aside from the typical movement out around the Philippines, Papua New Guinea area, and the Fiji Islands area. Still seeing some movement out there. We do have a potential for some solar weather activity coming up here. It looks like a G3 class storm has been issued here by the Space Weather Prediction Center. Now, that's a decent storm, so let's see what we got here for the detailed forecast. This is the text version, but I guarantee you with a G3 class storm, we could see the auroras down into the northern tier states, maybe down even a little bit further, potentially down into the mid-latitude states here, so we'll have to watch that. Current conditions here, as you can see on the SolarHam site, shows most of the movement calming down after a little bit of activity yesterday, but we're expecting the G3 class storm to kick up here on the March 23rd time period. See what the time frame is on that. So it looks like March 23rd, UTC time of 03 to 06. We're expecting the 7 range up to G3. 100 to 03, we could see KP index up around the 6. So that is a UTC time, but it looks like we do have a decent chance of seeing that activity a little bit later on this evening, folks. So just keep your eye on it. If you got clear skies later this evening, you might want to head outside and take a look to the north. You might see some roars out there. All right, I'm out of here, folks. I just wanted to provide a quick update here. I'm on the road, so I have to use my mobile device. I can break out my laptop, but you know what? Sometimes it's just easier to break out the cell phone here and provide a quick update for the channel. But keep an eye here on the Aleutian Trench. Got, that's a swarm of earthquakes there and some decent magnitudes. So be on guard. Southern California, of course, another hot spot. Stay prepared. Be prepared. We will catch you guys out here a little bit later on this evening, folks. Stay safe. Have a good day.